Hi there, Tinsy here. So let's start with our case for our AirPods. So, because this is quite a square, it's gonna be a great project to do granny squares for that. Alright, so let's start with our magic ring. So you just wrap your the tail of your yarn around your middle finger so that your working yarn is behind it. And we're gonna grab that yarn and we will go over it. So the first loop that comes, we are kind of pushing that tail in there so it stays well hidden and we'll be able to pull it. So we will make a chain of 2 and then we'll have a double crochet here, and then we'll chain 1 and then a double crochet, and then chain 1 and a double crochet for a total of 8 double crochets. While we count the first chain as a double crochet, so we'll have 8 of this pattern in our magic ring. All right, because in the spaces between them, between the double crochets, we will build our petals. So that's the reason we need 8 of them. If you have less, you will have less petals and you will not going to be able to make the corners, since we need an even number of double crochets there. So let's count 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll get 1 more double crochet and then we're going to go in that chain and we will do a slip stitch there. We will chain 1 more time so we can cut our yarn away. And in this moment now, we can go ahead and close our magic ring. So we'll pull that beginning and I will make a little slip knot over here. Not a slip knot, but just a knot. Yeah, so it stays a little bit better and gets a stronger stitch there. All right, so we'll get our next color, which in this case I picked yellow, and we'll make a chain here. So you can make your slip knot, here, and then put a chain to make it even better here. So get to your middle of your flower and somewhere across your beginning of the previous round, you can start your next round. And start with a slip knot. That yarn is splitting, but it's so soft. I like it a lot. But it's a little bit challenging sometimes. Well, there it is. Make that strong stitch here, double crochet. So we're gonna have a cluster of double crochets, but the first chain we will count as a double crochet. So here we will have 4 of them, but we will not gonna be finishing those double crochets. We will go through both of the loops and we'll keep our next loop on our hook, and we'll have 4 of them here. But that's only for the first little petal. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Go through the first two, and now we will close all of them together with a chain on top. We will chain 2 and then we'll go into the next space, carrying our tail of the new color behind, and we'll do the same thing. So the first double crochet, the second double crochet that's waiting, the third double crochet, and the fourth. However, in this case, we do have 5 loops because the 5th loop is from that chain we had here for the space. Okay, we get them together, we lock them on top, we chain 2. Okay, we are going to the next one, and I'll catch you at the end. Okay, so here I am at the last one. I have 8 of them. I thought I counted correctly. So we go to the first one. Under that loop, we will grab our working yarn and we'll do just a slip stitch. And we'll put a chain here to make that ending. All right, so now we can get those pieces away, trim the extra. We can actually go here and make sure it goes one more time. There it is. Okay, so here is our first one. We'll actually make 2 of them, but let's finish that one. Okay, and this is one of my favorite colors. So we are almost there. So here, if you measure, it's almost the size. One more row and it will be enough for the size of it. So now we will start again with a slip knot. And a chain. Make it tight and go across your beginning and you start with the next round. So here now, since we have a circle, we're gonna have to make it into a square. So we will build the corners now. So we will have a corner and then a cluster of 3. So this will be now the space between the corners. So we'll put just 3 regular double crochets. Just the first cluster will have a chain of 2 and 2 double crochets, but we count this chain as a double crochet. So no chains here, we go and make the corner.
In the corner we will crochet 3 double crochets, 1 chain, and 3 more double crochets. In the next space we will crochet just 3 double crochets. We will repeat that again, creating the rest of the corners.
Okay, so here I am with my second flower ready, and now I will connect as I go, and I will just leave the one opening on top, which will be my opening for the little pouch. And here we go. So grab, okay, I'm gonna help myself here and carry this around a bit so my tail is well hidden there and still protected. All right, and I will cut away this little purple color. Those scissors are not the best. They work. All right, it goes into my scrap jar here. Do you have something like that? I keep all my little ends that I don't want to throw away. And I will use them for stuffing amigurumi, or they just look pretty in the jar as well. Okay, so there I go. I will start from here, and I will start with my first double crochet chain here. Okie dokie. So let's see where I can work with this. So there, I will start on this side so my ugly here knot gets hidden, and I will also pull this one through the stitches so it's well hidden here. It's not gonna unravel because I put so many knots and chains on that it's gonna be okay. And this will be trimmed, and this goes into my jar because once they're inside they will be a little harder to cut. All right, so we will do the same thing over here. Oh, we will carry this around, so never mind. All right, so let's start from here. We will go through the first space. That's exactly the opposite of this previous square. We'll grab the yarn from the hole here, from that space, and then we'll yarn over, and then we'll do 2 more double crochets in that space. Okay, there. So here is the second one, and with the first chain we have 3 double crochets. So we will leave our loop, make it a little bit bigger so it doesn't unravel, go through that next space, grab your loop, and now, oh, you can actually do a little chain here to give you some movement. And now we are in the corner, so we'll do now the first cluster of the corner. We will yarn over, go into our space, and the first double crochet, then we have the second double crochet, and then the third double crochet. Now, since we are in the corner, we will go in that corner again. We will pull our loop. We will chain 1 here. We'll have a little stitch. And now we will go again into that corner. So we'll yarn over and go into the same corner and make the next double crochets. So here's my second and my third one. There. So now we will be going upward. We will be matching this side now. we will go into the next empty space because you can see them that they are just matching with each other. We will pull through that space again. We'll chain one so it doesn't pull. And now we'll go into our next cluster. And there it is. The next cluster. So into the next corner, when we get there, we will make a little loop, which you can use to put a keychain on it or to tie it if you want to put it somewhere. Okay, we did that cluster. We'll go into the same gap. We will make a little stitch, and then we go again with the next corner. Right there, first double crochet, second, third. Okay, and then we go into that next double crochet, that space in the corner, and now we will chain. We'll chain 10. 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. And now we will go into that same space and we will make a single crochet there. And here's our little loop. You can of course make it longer if you want to put, if you just want to tie it, or you want to put a keychain or a ring here, you can make it smaller. And then now we keep building that the same corner here. And we have 3 more. However, here we will not connect because this is now our top. This is the top of our little case. So we will not connect to this side. Since we want to hold it like this, this will be our option. Okay, so we just keep going here. And then into the next corner, we will do the first 3 double crochets, and then we will connect the corner. All right, so here we are. So if you see, they're matching perfectly here. So now we will go into that corner. We will pull our loop. We will single crochet through that one, and then the next 3 double crochets. Okay, and now we have to again connect the side so we can close the sides of our case. Of course, you can make them just with the last round and then use a needle to sew them together, but if you can avoid the steps in a pattern as much as you can, then go for it. It goes much faster. Okay, I went into the next empty space, and now we're doing the last corner. And there we are. Wow, that was quick. And this corner here. see? And then I have to still do 3 single crochets in that corner. All right, so here I am. So I still need to connect that side. I'm not going to leave it like this. So I will actually cut my yarn here and then make that last knot. Now I will connect it here. I'll try to make it as much as invisible as I can. You can pull it through and then go from the inside. So there it is, our little case. Let's see if it's gonna fit. Yeah, it fits like a glove. And here it is, all ready to hang maybe on your jeans or on your backpack or your bag. So that's really, really cute. Actually, I think it will be a nice little touch if we can go and we
Add a border around the opening and reinforce it. Just do slip stitches all around. Hide the tail of your yarn at the same time.